There will be no carbon tax under the government I lead. The Australian people have voted for change. They voted for a carbon price.
Certainly what we rejected is this hysterical allegation that somehow that we are moving towards a carbon tax from the Liberal and their advertising. We certainly reject that.
But rather than play any semantic word games, I was frank enough with the Australian people to say that that first few years would work effectively like a tax.
The Prime Minister is a liar. And this is not a little white lie or a harmless little fib. It's not even a whispering piece of semi-harmless gossip. This is a big, fat lie with huge implications for every man, woman and child in Australia now and into the future.
Senator Brown was at least honest enough to say that this will rise every year.
Pricing carbon is the right thing to do, and I said that during the election campaign.
No, you did not.
Election campaign.
PM, this is untruthful. You weren't prepared to say that in the policy speech because you knew it would alienate a major constituency that you wanted to support, namely the working families. You knew they'd be alienated and you left it out.
There will be no carbon tax under the government I lead.
Silly to be arguing this. It's quite clear what she said in the election campaign and why she said it. She lied in order to win the election. It's as simple as that.
There will be no carbon tax under the government I lead.
How do we misinterpret that, Prime Minister? How do we misinterpret that, Prime Minister?
This is a semantic debate, and rather than play any semantic word games, that is a market-based mechanism, but rather than play any semantic word games, I was frank enough with the Australian people to say that that first few years would work effectively like a tax.
You said in 2009 on the ABC, I think when you go to an election and you give a promise to the Australian people, you should do everything in your power to honour that promise.
Do you accept August last year, the eve of the election, you lied to the voters when you said this?
There will be no carbon tax under the government I lead.
People now saying your name is not Julia but Julia, and they are saying that we've got a liar running the country.
Now, it's not possible that we're bringing a carbon tax. That is a hysterically inaccurate claim being made by the coalition.
That I'm determined to price carbon. I believe Australians agree that climate change is real and it's the right thing to do. Now, there was going to be this silly semantic debate breakout about whether or not that was effectively like a tax, and I'm happy to say for the first few years with a fixed price, it's effectively like a tax.
I feel sick in the stomach. I feel like I could cry. How much of this raping have we got to tolerate from this government? The wastage, the pink bats, the school halls, the bloody internet thing, and now this. I feel sick throwing out a carton of milk that goes out a day. These people can throw out billions of dollars without giving us stuff. How hard it is to earn money every day. I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning trying to earn money. For these clowns compete up against the wall. Alice, I've had enough. How do we organise a march or a petition? This has to stop.
There will be no carbon tax under the government I lead.
So did you lie to us on the eve of the election?